Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just come along into Bitcoin. We've got a CoinsKid crew. So I see an awful amount of people right now jumping up and down saying the bottom's in, possibly. Who knows? Not going to call it from here. You know, I was looking at the bottom in June. We're coming up. Some of the altcoins have held the bottom since then, which is a little bit bizarre because usually if Bitcoin loses the lows and everything goes down and has a mega crash with that. But a lot of the altcoins, the likes of Chainlink, I think XRP, Ethereum, those sort of big dog altcoins there, those potential blue chip altcoins, they've held the low. So, you know, we could pay attention to that data at the moment for them holding the lows because they could be really, really good opportunities going forward. But Bitcoin has lost the low. Like I said to you, it's quite concerned that Bitcoin's done that, and the potential that we could go even lower on those coins is always there, isn't it? You know, so I'm a little bit concerned at these levels, to be honest with you, that we might be in for one last leg down. I want to jump up and down and tell you that the bottom's in. You know, I wanted to jump up and down with certainty when we put in that bottom in June as well. But what I was waiting for was the structure of the bottom, the resistance to be broken. You know, carving out that W double bottom pattern, that massive sort of ascending triangle over a long period of time. Get out there, break that resistance, fall back to support. There are all the things we need to see going forward. Like I said to you, structure. What Bitcoin is doing at the moment is quite concerning in the charts anyway. But we are having a nice little reaction in the last 24 hours, 5.3% up. I think we might be looking at some kind of retracement, possibly with another leg down towards the end of the month, leading into middle of December right here, because of something I'm looking at in the charts. But again, it could be absolutely invalidated. It could be absolutely invalidated by doing one thing for Bitcoin. It's just getting the break out of here, carving out a structural bottom over a long period of time leading into next year, and we could say that we did bottom in November right there, which would be amazing. Okay, would be amazing. But do I anticipate it? Not really. I am looking at kind of one last sort of pull down, one last little shakeout here in the crypto markets. But the thing that has got me scratching my head that we might have bottomed is the fact that the altcoins, the blue chips, like I said to you, they've not lost their lows yet. So is that a big tick to the fact that, okay, we should be paying attention to that data, that, you know, the altcoins, the likes of Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, those big dog coins have not actually lost their June lows yet, and we've just seen a bit of a shakeout on Bitcoin, you know, a bit of a capitulation style event driven by the FTX scandal. It could absolutely be possible, but I don't want to get too excited just yet. I want to see the structure of a bottom carved out over a long period of time. You know, your base, create that base, start to come up the stairs, start to create the impulsive and corrective waves moving forward where you don't lose the lows in which you came from, which is pretty much what Ethereum is actually doing right now. Okay, so if anything, Bitcoin, like I said to you, is like a big train, isn't it? And once it gets moving, but it takes a lot of momentum to get it going. And, you know, we could be looking at bigger opportunities basically in the altcoins. Again, could be completely invalidated if Bitcoin goes down again. And I think if Bitcoin does go down again, which is obviously a possibility, then it could drag all these altcoins through their lows, the likes of Chainlink and XRP and Ethereum. You could see them particular projects lose them lows that they're putting in June. But at the minute, we have to pay attention to the data, and the data is that Ethereum is holding them lows. XRP is holding them lows. A lot of these coins here are actually holding them lows. The likes of Litecoin is doing really, really well, isn't it? You know, what it usually does, to be honest with you. So let's pay attention to Litecoin. I'm going to get a video out on Litecoin because that's broken out a massive, massive downtrend on the Bitcoin Litecoin chart right there. You know, because these coins, the versus USD and Bitcoin, obviously, I do need to try and jump onto the versus Bitcoin charts for you, because if you're doing well against Bitcoin, you are doing well basically, and you could be looking at some kind of massive opportunity in these altcoins going forward. I think Chainlink is an amazing project, as you're fully aware. It's just been bashing between them June lows and the highs of around about $9, I think it is, for almost 6 months. So is it building a base? Is it sort of going sideways before another drop down, which is pretty unusual, to be honest with you, because you are holding a level. You're sort of caught in a channel on Chainlink. I'm rambling on. I do apologise. This is a Bitcoin video, but like I've always said to you, I do try to find confluence in other charts and other projects. You know, the DXY is an inverse correlation for one, and the other projects as well, like the altcoins, to show the health of the market. And the truth of it is that these particular projects have not lost their lows. You know, BNB is one of those. Like I said to you, there's going to be opportunities going forward, not necessarily in Bitcoin. I do cover Bitcoin every day because it is the health of the market, you know, and it is the king of the altcoins, obviously, by market cap here. We've got $318 billion market cap, and Ethereum's half of that basically. So we do need to pay attention to Bitcoin. That's why I cover it every day, because if this is doing okay, then you can look at opportunity in the other coins right there. But remember, like I've always said to you, because these coins ramp up so much, for example, that's up 16% in the last 24 hours. Litecoin, sorry, is up almost 30% in the last 24 hours. the volatility in these is greater than Bitcoin. These really do get hammered. This is why you see them correct 99% in bear markets, okay? But they really do move up impulsively, and if you can catch it, it's amazing. This is why I do try and find the altcoin opportunities for you going forward in the channel right there. So anyway, I do apologize about rambling. This is a Bitcoin video at the minute. You know, what we do need to see is a carving out structure, break resistance, and then I can jump up and down and tell you the bottom's in. And I think we've got real strong opportunity going forward with the altcoins, not necessarily Bitcoin, because if potentially, you know, Bitcoin retraces here up to 69k or whatever, you know, even goes to that 100k, you've potentially got like a 5 or 6x from here, haven't you? But you know, we're looking at the likes of Chainlink could be going to around about $200. So if you look at Chainlink priced in at $6 right now, you could be looking at, you know, a 30-40x on these altcoins. So they're better opportunities going forward. But anyway, let's dive into the Bitcoin chart and see what we can see. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin on the hourly time frame, then this is a nice little move off the bottom. We've got the W double bottom pan, resistance melted out, hold the support of the EMAs, melted out again. So I'm a little bit biased at the minute. You know, potentially we might see some kind of retracement coming in back down to that line. Okay, most definitely this line at least, because you've melted this resistance here, this ascending triangle, cord up, broken out. You've not necessarily back tested this resistance as support nor that resistance as support on that melt out of that W double bottom pattern down there. Okay, so with the bullish divergence, W bottom pattern broken out, cord up, broken out, coiling up. So right now you could say, okay, we've got 1 2 3 4 5, and usually, you know, in any trend, whether retracement or impulsive, whatever, you do usually identify the end of the trend with 5 waves. Okay, so if we take a look at the RSI at the moment, we've got the opposite of a bullish divergence there. Look at that lower lows. We've got the opposite by creating this bearish divergence. We've got price compression here on the RSI. We've got price compression here on the price action as well. So we're calling up in some potential ascending triangle. If we do break out, I would expect this green line to be a major level resistance just there at 16,679. So I have actually got some shorts loaded up, some bids for shorts on that level right there. Okay, with really tight stop loss obviously on BitGet and Bybit. Now you can do exactly the same, because if we do get a little break here, this could be some kind of little bull trap, and then we start to come back in for a retracement, okay, back down to these lows, because we've melted through them without back testing support. So it's always on my radar. It doesn't mean I'm ultra bearish or anything like that, but it's just an opportunity to make money in the space. So for me, I'm looking to go long off that level there, 15,907, with my stop loss on this low. Okay, so if we can get this retracement coming back up, this could be a lovely little opportunity to ride a lovely little long up, which breaks that high. So this could be one or two things: the fact that this is some kind of, you know, A, B, C before another drop, or, you know, the bullish scenario is we have found the lows, we're coming up, this is a potential 1, this is potential 2, big 3, 4, 5, and see something like that on a macro time frame. Could begin to look quite bullish going forward, but we need to obviously just be patient and see what Bitcoin does at this point. So for me, I'm a little bit more biased to the fact that we might get a little bull trap up to this level and then dump, okay, because we've got some kind of rising channel, like I said to you, price compression here. We've got some kind of rising channel, potential rising wedges. It's a little bit steep for me, but it is some kind of rising channel that's getting narrower. Do you see that? So again, if we start to break down here, I would expect a retracement to this level at least, where I would be looking to long on Bybit and BitGet, 15,907, really tight stop loss down there. And the reason is because it's simply retraced into a level of resistance to backtest as support. Okay, and that's basically Bitcoin. That's riding the wave. So at the minute, I'm not short at the moment. I'm looking to short that level, grab a little bull trap, you know, and then start to come up. Potentially got some kind of A, B, C correction in there that comes up, and then boom, we drop down. Okay, potential scenario to invalidate that right now. If we start to come down, you start to see Bitcoin lose to 10 EMA on the hourly time frame, which currently sits at 16,457. If you begin to see Bitcoin start to lose that and close below that on the hourly time frame, I would actually go short at that point with your stop on that previous high just there. Like I said to you, the swing high, swing lows, always opportunity, because if this thing does start to come down, starts to fall through the EMAs, I think that's your eventual target right there, and this is a short opportunity to come back down, close your shorts, TP at that point, open along, really tight stop loss to ride another impulsive move up like that, and it could just be some kind of ABC correction going forward. So this is what I always do. I always try and identify opportunities for you in the charts, okay, to go long or short on Bybit or BitGet. It's entirely up to you. The link's in each and every single video description. So yeah, that's basically Bitcoin. I think one thing we could identify, if we do start to break down out of this RSI, which we pretty much are doing at the moment on this RSI with this bearish divergence, if this thing does start to come down, I would look to re-enter Bitcoin as this thing starts to come down, create some kind of bullish divergence, the stock comes back down to sort of midterm to lower level down there. If we get that opportunity, I think you've got another sort of wave up here for Bitcoin, and this potentially some kind of A, B, C correction, or a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 going forward for Bitcoin, okay? But it's all opportunity, short, long, whatever. You can always make money in the space riding the waves, okay? So you enjoyed that update. stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Remember, if this thing starts to break down like that and you start to see a close below the 10 EMA on the hourly time frame, go short, sorry, with your stop loss on that previous swing high right there. What is that swing high? Let me give you that right now. Okay, so that swing high currently sits at roughly 16,634. So if you start to see the breakdown, the close below support right here, it looks like you're coming in with a bearish divergence. Go short on buy bit get with a stop loss on 16,634. Look to close it on 15,907 because that's a back test of resistance as support, and this could be some kind of A, B, C correction coming back down to that, okay, which could be a long opportunity to go long at that point with really tight stop loss. And all you're doing is riding waves. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay tuned. I'm sorry about not getting updates out. I'm watching the World Cup. I'm obsessed with the World Cup. I love it. Amazing game yesterday. Enjoy it, everyone. Take care. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.